Welcome. So, another short broadcast to remind all of ourselves, including myself, why we are here, what we are doing in the name of Krishna consciousness, why it is that we came from our homes to come to a life which is promising us a wonderful future. And just we have to be somewhat faithful and sincere in our practices at the present time, so that we can make the foundation for our future so bright. Yesterday, in Vilagovinda ashram here in Italy, the devotees had a theme of the holy name of the Lord as their Italian Zoom. It was in Italian and also English and also some Ukrainian, but it was all translated into Italian. And beforehand, then we prepared some excerpts, some inspirational discussion or talks from Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, different places, and we quoted there a few verses from Prema Vivata, the chapter, The Glories of the Holy Name, I believe the last chapter there. But in looking for something that we want to share with others, then here in the search for Sri Krishna, Srila Guru Maharaj is giving a description as a devotee who knows what is the holy name, who is coming from the land of the holy name. And the holy name is our very necessity in this age. Now we also heard Srila Gurudev saying, even more important than the Maha Mantra is Trinadapi Sunichena Taroriva Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena. To be more humble than a blade of grass, to give honor to be more tolerant than a tree, to give honor to everybody without desiring honor for oneself. And Gurudev is saying, more important than the Maha Mantra is this. Because when we can be humble, tolerant, and give honor to all, then we can chant the holy names of the Lord and the Maha Mantra. So, now taking this opportunity of a few minutes with you, then I'm going to read a little part from the Nectar of the Holy Name from The Search for Sri Krishna, Reality the Beautiful, the very first book in English by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rockok, Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. And of course to our masters, Srila Guru Maharaj, to Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, and our grandfather, Master Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and our whole Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga. We give their jais, our obeisances to them, and our obeisances, of course, to all of the devotees. So Guru Maharaj, in connection with the holy name, is saying, the real heart is overflowing with a particular kind of strange, sweet juice from taking the holy name. Sometimes one thinks, and here's Guru Maharaj giving a beautiful expression for us. Sometimes one thinks, I am in an ocean of nectar. My whole existence is within an ocean of nectarian liquid. I am beside myself. I can't understand where I am. Where am I? What is this? What is all about me? It has almost made me mad. Am I a madman? Where is my past experience, my seriousness, my gravity? Where are they? What am I? I have been converted wholesale by a foreign thing. I am a doll in the hands of a great force, which is also so affectionate to me. I can't ascertain how it is possible that by my faith I have entered this great unknown environment, unexperienced before. And at last I find that I am captivated. My entire being, within and without, has been captured by a particular sweet force. I can't help being prey to such a sweet power. I can't give any proper description of this. I came to take shelter under him and accept him as my guardian. Now, at his hand, I am being dealt with in such a merciless and despotic way. Still, I feel that everything is very pleasing, beyond my experience. What is this? I can't resist any more. I am fully captured. Let my fate go anywhere. I can't come out. I am a captive in the hand of a sweet friend. My whole independence is gone. There is no way left to me but to surrender. I am unable to describe my real position. I find that he is an autocrat. Whatever he likes to do, he will do. Since it is not possible for me to give any resistance, I must surrender. Let me also cooperate with whatever he is pleased to do. Otherwise, what can I do? I am helpless. Sometimes I find the sweetness of the name is condensed like a blossoming flower, and very wonderful streams of sweet current are flowing from it. The holy name contains so many sweet, variegated forms of current within him, and he is wonderfully expressing himself in different ways. Sometimes he emanates a peculiar type of color and figure and disappears. So many charming aspects are shown as if to my eyes within, and he forcibly takes me to surrender at the foot of that altar. He shows himself in his full-fledged form, in Vrindavan, in his Braja Leela, with Radharani, and he takes me there. I find that I am in the midst of his peculiar, very sweet and loving paraphernalia, and he says, "You see, I have so many wonderful things. This is your home. I am not merely imagination, but concrete reality. You will find here that the environment is very favorable and sweet. You are to live here." And Guru Maharaj continuing in that mood of the devotee who is sharing his revelation of the holy name. I see there that he, Krishna, capital H, is dealing in different ways with his associates, in different rasas. And I find that I have another body that has emerged from my previous one, and that has a permanent place here in his service. Such a new life I find here. And then I find ultimately that all consideration of my past life and experience has vanished. And it is true, my real life is here. This is proper, and that was a sham. That life has vanished. Just a little more kindly. Then I find that chanting the holy name gives me new encouragement, a new prospect, and new hope. Whatever we want, whatever is our internal demand, it is supplied by the name. If we take the name, all our internal hankerings will be fulfilled. It is eternal. It is the purest of the pure, and it is full of ecstasy. Now I find I have been completely converted. Now my innermost hankering is this: let whatever is against this sweet name vanish eternally from the world. If anything is in opposition to this sweet life, let it vanish, and if necessary, I will give my life to make it disappear from the world forever. Then others will be able to enjoy it at their free will. No hindrance should come to that fulfillment of life. It has no other second. So everyone may come here, and if necessary, I will sacrifice myself to finish any opposition, so that all can smoothly, peacefully, and without any danger enjoy this absolute, sweet, and blissful life. And then Srila Guru Maharaj says, this is the statement of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the final song of his book, Sharanagati. Hare Krishna. So the holy name, the holy name, the holy name. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. This is always being stressed to us as not a mechanical process, but a heart-to-heart process. We've come across the heartful distributors of the holy name. We've come across this current descending from up to down, the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna in the mood of Radharani, Krishna in his most generous aspect, is distributing to one and all. And I definitely encourage you to read Search for Sri Krishna, Reality the Beautiful, of which this is an excerpt. It is the first book from Srila Guru Maharaj, but it is, in one sense we can say, the only book we need, because actually if we can capture the very current and essence of any of Srila Guru Maharaj's books, any of Gurudev's books, any of Srila Prabhupada's books also, then if we can capture this current, then we must surely find that really everything is given here. And our life of devotional service needs regular nourishment in the form of reading these expressions from the pure devotees, to read, to hearing their voice, to hearing their heart, to putting into practice the attitude that they are asking us to change in our heart, how we can make our life positive and progressive in the line of surrender, centered on the holy name, centered on humility, tolerance, and giving honor to others. And even recently, we heard Srila Gurudev expressing that in that verse, Mahaprabhu mentions first humility, but Gurudev said, my feeling is that tolerance is first. Tolerance, humility, and giving honor to others. So here we are in the material world. We know there are so many disturbances everywhere. It is the nature of this age. Let's just accept the disturbances, but let us go on, knowing that we've got this connection with this wonderful thread of divine grace spread through the holy name, spread through the Vaishnavas spreading the holy name. And here, quoting in Guru Maharaj's own way of expressing, quoting Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has come to begin this wave of Krishna consciousness all over the world. And it is by his vision, his prediction, that all over the world, then the Westerners are coming to join with the local Bengali devotees in the chanting of the names of Nitai and Gauranga, chanting the Maha Mantra, following the devotional practices, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Parasevanam, etc., and making their lives successful. So let us all remember to give attention to our devotional life and devotional practices with the remembrance of these words that we can hear from the purest source, coming to describe to us with the words of this world, as best as words of this world can do, the wonders of the holy name of the Lord. And if any of you have not read also, or even if you have read, then in the Prema Vivata of Jagadananda Pandit, then we can humbly suggest and invite you to read that book. And the last chapter is 235 verses, and glorification of the holy name of the Lord, and really a super chapter, again helping us to understand that the holy name is such a wonderful, wonderful treasure, and it is the greatest treasure. And what is that holy name? We can only get some indication from here, but our ideal is that we can try to chant that holy name purely and properly, avoid all offenses, avoid all 10 offenses to the holy name, and then wonderful things will happen. This is the promise everywhere, and the promise of Gurudev in his composition about the 10 offenses to the holy name that is in our Kirtan guide, the Kirtan guide of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. And that composition begins, Hari Nama Maha Mantra Sarva Mantra Sar. Of all mantras, then the topmost mantra is this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So let us, with love and affection, come to see that the holy name, not only our friend, but the holy name is the Lord himself in sound form, and that seed has been given to us. The sound form of the holy name, and our relation with the Lord is to chant that holy name in the relationship of servant. Dear Lord, what can I do for you? I'm here to serve you. And this current, this automatic, loving, sweet flow that is taking place upstairs in the plain of the land of the offenseless, the servitors of the Lord, who have their eternal place in the retinue of the Lord's loving activities, then that name will take us there by the grace of Sri Guru, Sri Vaishnava and Sri Gauranga. So a few words today, and this reading, again I can mention, it's from the chapter Nectar of the Holy Name in the very first book in English that came from Srila Guru Maharaj, published from the mat, The Search for Sri Krishna, Reality the Beautiful. We can read this book forever. Yes, I know we can read other books forever too, but this is a big reminder for us. Why are we here? What are we doing? This is the goal of our life. We have faith here. We have faith in the words of our masters, in the scriptures. And we have faith that if we can chant the holy name with love and honor for the name and the devotees and the Lord, then wonderful things await. Jai, wonderful Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Wonderful Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rock Sri Radha Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Wonderful Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. And Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bo. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.